Hi guys, Kelly here from Body Fit Solutions. This is going to be a 10-minute little quick blast of some cardio drills and some core work. So this is a nice one if you don't have a lot of time and just want to kind of get a quick blast of a bit of everything. So make sure you've warmed up a little bit, make sure your hips are nice and released, and make sure that if you have any back injuries or anything that you're suffering with, that you contact us before doing this workout, or contact someone before you do this workout. All right, so we're gonna start standing up and we're gonna do a little swing squat, okay? So we're gonna go into a little hip hinge and back up. Hip hinge and back up. And we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. Press through the floor. Send your knees and your shins down and really feel the weight through your heels. Really feel strong at the top. So you're really making sure that your core is connected in and your body's going up. Let's go 3, 2, and 1. Good. Second exercise, we're going to do a roll down to a plank. So you can bend your knees and hinge. You can walk yourself out nice and slowly. Hands nice and wide, heels reaching back nice and strong. Tilt your pelvis slightly and then walk your hands back, bend your knees, rolling up. So this one usually takes a little bit more time. Walk it out. Palms of the hands are never touching, strong shoulders. You might even find you want to engage your inner thighs a little bit as you do this. Bend and roll. Walk it out. Strong, strong, strong. And lift it back up. Bend the knees. So even just that coming up and down is going to be nice and challenging. Let's go 2 more. Strong shoulders on your back so you don't want to collapse. And as soon as you go down, you're going to retract the belly. Okay, so drawing in. Feel like your navel lifts. This is our last one. Breathe. Catch your breath. Roll up. Awesome. So we're coming to the top. So we try and do a little bit of cardio and then a little bit of core, but that was kind of a bit of cardio as well. Okay, we're going to do jump jacks, but I want them to be quite controlled. Okay, so you're going to jump and come back in, or you're going to step and in, step and in. So it's kind of a hold and in. Be kind to your knees. Okay, so if this doesn't serve you, nice soft little steps to the side, nice strong arms. So I don't want floppy arms. I don't want a disconnected body. Breathe it out. Or you could do a little combination of the two. You do what serves you best. And 2, and 1, and relax. Okay, this is a little bit more of a standing abdominal exercise. We're going to take our arms up, take a nice breath in, and we're going to cross the elbow to the knee. And you might not touch the knee, that's totally cool. We're going to be nice and slow and controlled here from the side. So I'm allowing my belly to go in, trying to stay in balance, and also you're working your arms just by keeping them up here. So this is going to be a challenge. Nice and strong at the top. Woo! And if you lose your balance, that's fine. You come back and find it. Nice and strong here. So my arms are actually getting tired as well, just holding them up here, which is good for toning. Last 2. So this is nice and slow and controlled before we do another little cardio. And relax. Take water whenever you need to. Okay, next exercise is a little hop. So you have a choice of doing kind of a little strong knee up and down. Knee up and down, or you can take it into a little hop. 30 seconds of this, okay, from the side. Up. So I want strong arms. I want a controlled lift and lower. And if you are doing the hop, just make sure you control that landing. Okay, so we don't want to have sore knees You can still get a lot of good cardio here. You make it strong. Breathe through it. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Whew. Take your breath. I know it can be hard. Okay. Other side. Attack it up. Knee to chest. Strong core. Take it into the hop if you want. Okay, I want to see that knee landing really softly through the feet. Breathe it. We want to be breathing as we go. Last 3. 2 and 1. Awesome. Okay, this next one we have a few options. So we're going to come down to the knees. And if you are on your knees, you might want to have some padding here. So option 1 is a tap across to the opposite shoulder. So really challenging, even just that. And notice how I'm trying not to shift, but it's really hard. Option 2, we're going to roll over to a T-stand, knees on the ground. Roll over, T-stand. But that might be a little bit problematic for your knees. Option 3 is a full T-stand from a plank. Choose your option, off we go. So if you're doing this full, the inner thighs are squeezing as I turn. And I'm really pushing away the ground with my bottom arm, so I'm not getting stuck in my shoulder. Those of you here, just make sure you roll very slowly so that we're not kind of tensing the knees. And those of you in the middle, nice, strong, lifted core. So this is actually really, really hard, this one. It doesn't look like the hardest one, but actually it's really, really challenging my core control. One more on each side, everyone. And release. And let's walk it back up, nice and slow. Take that sip of water if you need to. Okay, our next cardio, we're nearly there, is a little skater. So we're going to come over to one side, make sure you have enough room to leap. And we're going to reach our arms over like we're holding a little ball in our hand. And then we're going to throw that ball, leap. Throw that ball, leap. Throw that ball. So little skaters, 30 seconds. I'm not exactly on time. So if some of you are watching this going, oh, she's done longer than 30 seconds, I apologize. But we go by feel. And if we can do more, great. If we need to rest, that's great also. And every time you do it, you can build it up and do a little bit more. 5 seconds. We should be feeling good now. All right, we're going to come down to the floor, and then we're going to come back up and repeat that sequence again. So we're going to come down into a little cross touch. You have a few options again. Okay? Option 1, we cross touch with the knee bent. Opposite arm to shin. And you're slightly rolling your body across. It's always good when I'm doing these options to do the first option with me, and then you can progress if you see fit. Option 2 is a bit more of a leg kick, but you are lifting up a little bit more. Now I find that quite vulnerable for my head, so you could stay down and do a bit more of the leg kick. Option 3 is all the way up. So I'm going to start with my legs down and roll all the way up. So I use my forearms to help support me here. Okay? So choose an option that works for you. If you're struggling to come up here, then it's not the option for you. And if you're flopping yourself down, then go to the lower options and really get that core control first. So even this, as I press and touch, you can even push that hand into the shin. Let's go 3. Let's go 2. Let's go 1. And release. While we're down here, let's do one more, and then we're going to come up to the top. So we're going to do some bridges. Take any head pillow you might have under your head from that last one. Hands down by your side. You're going to lift up, and when we lift up, we want to make sure that we are not in our back. We are very much in the back of the legs, and it's not a squeezing. I don't squeeze my cheeks together. I press my legs down. And then we come down, we tap the bum, and come back up again. That's option one. Option two is we're going to do a little kick with one foot. So as I go up, kick. I actually like to, instead of a kick, let's do it here. Let's keep it a little tabletop. Okay, so if that's too much, or you're feeling it in your back, or your hamstrings are cramping, then just stay with the doubles until you build more core strength and more stability. A few more. Last one. Good. Gracefully roll yourself up. And we're going to do one more round of those skaters. Okay, those little side to side hops. So make sure the blood comes back to the head. After that one, we're holding our imaginary ball. We're going to throw that ball, leap. Throw that ball, leap. Nice soft landing. So you can make this as big or as small as you want. Just make sure you're safe and you're happy and your legs are thanking you and not getting angry with you. Okay? Nearly there. 10 seconds. And we're nearly there to the end. And 2. And 1. Okay, we're going to do a little touch the floor. So you're going to go into a little reach to the opposite knee. You're going to do a little shuffle and tap. Little shuffle, tap. Now if you can touch the floor, great. If not, don't worry. What I don't want is a hunched back as you get to the floor. So I want you to use your legs if you're going down further. How are we feeling? Breathe. Really important to breathe. Let's go 2 and 1 and just march it out. We're going to do one more on the floor. My favorite core exercise of all is the kneeling plank. It's a nice holding exercise that gets our deep core muscles in. If you need some padding under your knees, please use it. You're going to walk out, elbows on the floor, forearms on the ground, and my hips are flexed. So this is not a normal plank that we would see traditionally, but these ones really work our deep core muscles. So we're going to have the feet up. We're going to tilt the pubic bone to the navel a little bit. So we want to make sure that the tail isn't high. So pubic bone to the navel. Equally so I don't want to pull so far that I start rounding the back. So it's a neutral spine, pubic bone to navel. I'm going to lift my navel up. Then I'm going to check my ribs aren't dropped. So I'm going to hug my bottom ribs right underneath my chest. I'm going to get my shoulder blades so they're level with my spine. And then I'm going to lengthen myself out. And then just breathe. Keep checking that your navel hasn't dropped. So although it doesn't look very hard, it's about positioning. If you don't have your pelvis perfectly in that 12 o'clock, that pubic bone to navel, posterior tilt, if you have a little bit of drop in your ribs, lift them up. If your shoulders are too rounded or too pinched, and then send your spine long. Let's hold for another 3, 2, 1, and then release. Now, if you wanted to make that a 20-minute workout, you could just go back, repeat that all again, go for another round. If you want to make it a 30-minute workout, repeat it 3 times. Totally up to you. And then just slowly come back to all fours, tuck your toes under. Lift your hips with your knees bent, stretch open your armpits. Lift your belly, lift your tail. And then just slowly walk your hands towards your feet. And roll yourself up nice and gracefully to the top. Take a nice breath in. And breath out. And hopefully you enjoyed that little 10 minutes of cardio and core today. Join us for more workouts. You can click the link below and we can offer you tips and advice on your specific needs, or you can join our 8-week transformation programs that really help you get from an inflexible, maybe pain body to a really fit and healthy body long term. So we look forward to speaking to you. See you next time. Please subscribe and like our channel, and we'll see you again soon.